I assume that you are a fan of all of their films.
Of course.
What can you tell us about this one? Like, what are you most excited about?
I mean, well, I'm happy to be in it. And then after that, I have to say, like, it's just great to be able to work with Kevin again after 18 years. So for me, just to be able to, him to be kind enough to invite me back to be part of this was really a wonderful thing in itself. So I'm excited to see it with everybody. And I'm just glad Kevin's here with us to be able to do that. So, yeah. So it's been a wild ride,
So what can fans expect? What's different, what's new, and then what's the same?
Well, I mean, by definition, it's a reboot, right? So it's a reboot, which is basically a remake of the same movie, but with a younger, more diverse cast. Yeah. So you can expect the same thing with a lot of the same people doing a lot of the same stuff with a little bit of a twist and a little bit hipped up kind of like modern version with some younger people and a more diverse cast. That's kind of what it is.
So how have the characters evolved? Have they evolved at all since we last saw them?
I am 18 years older.
Okay.
That's the start, right? So that's the main thing. Everybody's 18 years older, right? But I'm just saying, but that's the biggest difference for everybody. But a lot of the people are reprising what they played before. So, it's exciting to see people bringing back the characters that they were almost 20 years ago.
So is this a film strictly for the fans, or can people who haven't seen any of the other ones, can they enjoy it too?
I would highly recommend seeing Strike Back before you see the reboot. I would, because it references so much that a lot of the other movies are referenced too, but I would say, to really enjoy this movie, you need to embrace the characters first from the reboot. So I would say I would watch Strike Back and then watch the reboot for sure.
So reboots are all the rage right now. What are some of your favorites, if any, that you have?
I'm a Star Wars reboot kind of guy.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot of what they, when you deal with that idea. But man, in general, I am also a purist, so I tend to like the original movies of things. That's my own kind of thing. I like to see the birth of something.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to say that.
What makes this reboot distinct from other ones that you've seen?
The amount of people who are in this, who are in the original movie. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie so chock full of people from the first movie returning for the second movie. I mean, everybody came back to work with Kevin, and that's a real testimony to the kind of guy that he is, I think. Yeah.
Can you tell us why you love him so much? What are some personal experiences that you've had? Give us more insight into Kevin.
I go hiking with Kevin occasionally, so he's a really generous, very generous guy. He's done work. My ex-wife Shannon Elizabeth, she and I have a charity that's currently called the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation that used to be Animal Vengers, and Kevin has done work with us in the past, donated everything from items for us to auction to being involved with the charity to being a supporter. And he just, he remembers everybody. He's grateful for the career that he has. So for me, I think the greatest thing about him is that he is truly a fan of the film world himself. He is somebody who is grateful for the position he's in, and he's one of the most knowledgeable guys about the film industry that I know. So it's really a wonderful combination of things.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm excited to see it.
Thanks. Me too.
Thanks.